Example number 1. 7 minus negative 8. The first thing to do is to change subtraction to addition. So 7 plus. And then change the sign of negative 8 from negative to positive. So we have now 7 plus 8. Next, this is to be done mentally. Find the absolute value of 7 and the absolute value of 8. The absolute value of 7 is 7, and the absolute value of 8 is 8. If the numbers to be added have the same signs, add their absolute values. So 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. The sign of the answer is the same as the common sign. The common sign here is positive because 7 is positive and 8 is positive. So the answer is positive 15 or 15. Example number 2. Negative 5 minus 7. It is understood the sign of 7 is positive. So change subtraction to addition. So we have negative 5 plus. And then change the sign of positive 7 from positive to negative. So we have now negative 5 plus negative 7. To be done mentally, find the absolute value of negative 5 and the absolute value of negative 7. The absolute value of negative 5 is 5, and the absolute value of negative 7 is 7. If the numbers to be added have the same signs, add their absolute values. So 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. The sign of the answer is the same as the common sign. The common sign here is negative because this is negative 5 and this is negative 7. So the answer is negative 12. Example number 3. 15 minus 6. It is understood the sign of 6 is positive. So change subtraction to addition, 15 plus. Then change the sign of positive 6 from positive to negative. So we have now 15 plus negative 6. This is to be done mentally. Find the absolute value of 15 and the absolute value of negative 6. The absolute value of 15 is 15 and the absolute value of negative 6 is 6. If the numbers to be added have different signs, find the difference between their absolute values. So 15 minus 6 is 11. The sign of the answer is equal to the sign of the number with greater absolute value. 15 has greater absolute value than negative 6. So the answer is positive 11 or 11. Example number 4. Negative 16 minus negative 2. Change subtraction to addition. So we have negative 16 plus. Then change the sign of negative 2 from negative to positive. So we have now negative 16 plus 2. Find the absolute value of negative 16 and the absolute value of 2. This is to be done mentally. The absolute value of negative 16 is 16 and the absolute value of positive 2 is 2. If the numbers to be added have different signs, find the difference between their absolute values. So 16 minus 2 is 14. The sign of the answer is equal to the sign of the number with greater absolute value. Negative 16 has greater absolute value than 2. So the answer is negative 14. Example number 5. Negative 10 minus 6. It is understood the sign of 6 here is positive. Change subtraction to addition. So we have negative 10 plus. And then change the sign of positive 6 from positive to negative. So we have now negative 10 plus negative 6. Next, to be done mentally, find the absolute value of negative 10 and the absolute value of negative 6. The absolute value of negative 10 is 10 and the absolute value of negative 6 is 6. If the numbers to be added have the same signs, add their absolute values. So 10 plus 6 is equal to 16. The sign of the answer is equal to the common sign. The common sign is negative because this is negative 10 and this is negative 6. So the answer is negative 16.